Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Able to fight through one tackle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Here we go on 4th down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Browns defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Bills had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it'll bring up 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting. Negative.
Touchdown! Keon Coleman from 3 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead. Pass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And some room to work. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Allen. This pass complete to Melton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to change this at the line. 2nd and 1. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To the air, Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Bo Melton from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here is third and quite a ways. Throwing now is Allen. He's able to find Melton. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Browns take over first down at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Dueling the man in motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. From midfield, here's Allen. This is Coleman with the grab. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
56.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, tight. That's it.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And shutting him off now open field. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Flush to his right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, oh,
no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run the counter. Sampson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Browns on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's on his way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bourne Melton laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bills have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
56. What's that?
Allen will try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they'll accept that penalty. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
Alert!
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll look to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Half 85, half 85.
Now Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Allen going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Allen to throw once more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Allen. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw again. This will be caught. Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy. 30 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joseph Osai, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now third down and very long. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete.